Hello friends, welcome to our channel Story by Caring Guy. There was a 24-year-old man named Marco. He was a restless person. His mind was constantly filled with thoughts. Some were filled with sadness over his past. Some were filled with worry and anxiety about his future. He couldn't find any peace. His mind was a battlefield of thoughts. One day, Marco heard about a wise old man who lived in a remote village far away. They say he once was a famous psychologist who left everything behind to live a simple life in the mountains. Hopeful to find some peace, Marco decided to pay a visit to the old man. After a long journey, he finally reached the village and found the old man sitting calmly under a tree. He explained his problems and asked for help. The old man listened patiently and then gave him a task. He said, "Tomorrow morning, come to me empty-handed. I will give you something to carry. You have to take it to the other end of the village. It is a very busy street with lots of people and vendors. You need to walk carefully and make sure you do not spill it." He handed over a glass filled to the brim with water and said, "Do not spill a single drop." Next morning, Marco came back with the glass of water. He walked slowly and carefully, completely focused on the glass. He could hear the people around him, but he was in his own world. As he approached the other end of the street, he saw a little girl in front of him. She was holding a flower and was lost in her own world. Marco wanted to go around her, but she was in the way. For a moment, Marco hesitated. Then he gently tapped on her shoulder so that she could move aside. But in that moment of distraction, Marco lost his balance and spilled the glass. Water fell on the ground, and Marco felt a sense of failure. The old man looked at him and said, "You failed because you were thinking about the past or the future. You were not focused on the present moment. Let us try again," he said, and handed over another glass of water. This time, Marco was more determined. He started walking again. He ignored the people, the vendors, and everything around him. He just focused on the glass of water. He walked slowly and steadily, totally absorbed in the task. Finally, he reached the old man and said, "I did it." The old man smiled and said, "You did it, but what did you do? You just walked with a glass of water." Marco was confused. He said, "I did as you said, but I don't understand what I achieved by doing this." The old man said, "When you took the glass, you became aware of your surroundings. For a moment, you forgot about your worries and anxieties. You were simply present in the moment. You were focused on the task at hand. That is what I call peace." He continued, "Your mind is like a wild horse. It runs in a particular direction, thinking about the past or the future. It never stops. That is why you are tired all the time. That is why you cannot sleep peacefully at night. You toss and turn in bed, thinking about all kinds of things. Even during the day, your mind is somewhere else. You are not present in the moment. You are always thinking about the past or worrying about the future. This is the restlessness of the mind. This is the cause of your unhappiness." Marco thought about it and said, "So what should I do?" The old man said, "The solution is very simple. Be present in the moment. Focus on the task at hand. Let your mind be still. Let it be empty. When your mind is empty, there is peace. When you are fully present, there is no fear, no confusion. You don't know what is going to happen in the future. Don't worry about it. It is beyond your control. Similarly, you cannot change the past. It is gone forever. So don't dwell on it. Live in the present moment. That is where your life is. That is where your peace is." Marco followed the old man's advice. He started focusing on his work. He started paying attention to the present moment. He was still a psychologist, but now he was more mindful. He was more aware. Friends, the story teaches us an important lesson. We often get so caught up in our thoughts about the past or future that we forget to live in the present moment. We become restless and unhappy as a result. But the truth is that peace and happiness are always within our reach. All we need to do is learn how to quiet our minds and focus on the present. When we do so, we will find that we are more at peace with ourselves and with the world around us. So friends, what will you do to bring peace to your life? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, please share this story with your family and friends. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.